What's up, guys? Here with
Hey.
Scott again after Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
So he was talking about some alien stuff. I really don't have a lot of knowledge in alien stuff.
Do you really not have a lot of knowledge?
No, man. I just didn't grow up with it. I grew up with like computers, school, and that technology, mind learning. That was my parents. They pushed me that direction pretty hard.
Yeah, it's hard to tell where to start because it's been like just I've heard a lot of stuff, but stuff that I could tell you from you hear things and then you can interpret them your own way, and then when you see something you can interpret it and I tell you the story.
Yeah.
But I've heard stories like 3 or 4 times from 3 different things. The same thing you hear over and over. And I know that for one, like if something did crash at Area 51, they took it to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base because you can research that. I know that during Desert Storm, all of the things that went out to bomb Saudi Arabia and stuff went out of MacDill Air Force Base. So when I was telling Mike, when I was in elementary school, we used to get underneath our desk because for missile drills, for nuclear bombs coming down, because the Cold War still wasn't over. The wall was still up. A lot of people don't understand that nowadays. I remember my teacher put a piece of the wall on her desk, but I was getting to tell.
When you talk about the wall, what is that? What is that?
The Berlin Wall that separated Russia from what was it? The other part. Yep. It separated what was it? It was Berlin and the new Soviet Union or something.
Was it Soviet Russia or was it?
I don't know. Czech Republic. Was it Czech Republic and
something like that?
Yeah, and like
sure.
I don't know. It was like freaking. It was like what 12 feet tall. 'Cause I remember when they were busting it down, it had barbed wire on it, and I guess you can get shot for trying to go over it and stuff because part of it was communism, right? But Berlin was something else. So it was like just a major problem. And then the people that had power for the nuclear weapons that built that arsenal up, they could have blown up the world 3 times over. That's what they told us back then. So we were prepared. Well, this is the thing.
What's up?
MacDill is strategically so advanced. That's what they would hit first. So that's why we're so close to MacDill.
That's scary, dude. Because we're right here.
Yeah, we're right here.
So if they hit anything with a significant amount of tactical power, like a nuke or atomic bomb or something, that would affect us absolutely. Like the radiation fallout and just the amount of damage it would do.
Well, that's from 1960. So you can imagine 70 years of technology they've put into a hydrogen bomb.
Oh yeah, or worse,
to make it lethal.
Could be like this chemical bomb that just
biological
is in the air or something.
It could turn everything biological, chemical weapon.
Right.
It's insane what they could do. But another thing too, the government's not as sick as they think either, because they were testing something on Area 51 and they knew when the Chinese satellite was flying over it.
Right.
So this aircraft they were testing the design, they had it out on. It was in Area 51 over there in New Mexico, and I read the files on it because I just thought it was funny. It's just some of the stuff the government tries to keep secret. They can't. So they had this design out. It was a plane design, and they had it out on some kind of like runway, but they were doing, I don't know, just looking at it, and then maybe blowing wind on it. It was out in the open. So they knew when the Chinese or the Japanese, or I think it was a Chinese satellite went by. So they would take it and they would put it inside. So the satellite went by, then they take it out, and they did this.
That's cool.
No, they did this for 20 years.
Hide it, put it in the hangar.
No, the guys, that's pretty
That's
smart.
right?
No, but listen.
We don't want to let them know what we have.
Yeah, the Chinese knew the whole fucking time. You know how?
Oh, how's that?
Because when it's out in the sun, the shadow underneath it still stays a little bit cooler than the rest of the surrounding ground. So they did thermal readings after a while, and they could see what was out there.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So they saw like a kind of thermal print of it.
Yes, and they knew. So they knew they knew what our government was doing.
That's funny.
So they said, well, dude, they know when we're coming over, we get a bright shot. So they were configuring the different shadows, and they did like a thing of how exactly the shape was, because they had all the time. They wanted to look at the shadow. Right. You know what I mean?
So they just
or the temperature difference. Yeah.
They figured out based on the shadow.
And they actually knew this for freaking 15 to 20 years, and our government thought they were hiding all this technology.
I know, thought they were slick.
And could you imagine the freaking money they waste? Because I was in the freaking National Guard, man. Dude, they gave us a hotel room, and they paid for 2 weeks. Me and my friend.
How long were you in there?
I was in there like 2.5 years, but they waste so much money. That's what I want to tell people. Right. Is like, but you have to waste that much money, because how are you going to have all those people together and ready to do something, that everybody's ready to do all together at the same time? You know what I mean? It's trained and they're on the same page. Yeah,
it's just like the grand scheme. They to get all their resources together. And
it's just crazy though how much money our taxes go to just, but like everything's there when you need it. Like I think if they would have had a better unit to go up there when they had the flood remember when they had people getting shot or rioting when that hurricane hit Louisiana?
Louisiana was bad.
I
dude.
think if they
it was
had
bad news.
I think if the National Guard went out there and helped those people more, and
I think they went out there though. They went out there.
We had people like that, and they didn't give us problems because we helped them. We helped them all.
And didn't some of the Louisianans? I don't really know.
Well, the gangs,
people from Louisiana, they came to Florida, right? Like refugees from Florida, from Louisiana, came to Florida in different states. They scattered them out and helped them.
I don't know, but I know when it comes to a problem like that, when there's people like and everybody's pissed off, they have turf war too. Of course.
Oh yeah. So it's like it's no.
So how do you work yourself into that system in law enforcement? And of course, that's where it came when I was involved with special forces. They could work themselves in with the gang element and say, "Listen, man, we're all here to help each other. We'll all get help and we'll all get the hell out of here." That that's what's weird when they do martial law, but I don't think the hell.
Well, like you were telling me, dude, it's so much easier to be bad than good.
Oh yeah.
Right? So they loot, they get whatever they want, the TVs or whatever. They just get it.
The thing is though, when you're there in the presence and you're doing what you're supposed to, because I think it just went down over time. But like when we were there and we showed a presence, we didn't even have to have brandish weapons or nothing, and everybody listened to us and shit. Right. But then you go out there and you see all these freaking people. I don't know, man. Maybe it's the way that society looks and there's no discipline anymore. Remember we were talking about that. But
yeah, there's no discipline.
Because back in the day, a cop tell you to freeze, you'd freeze. Now most people are like, "Fuck you."
Now it's like, "Oh, fuck you! You're being racist or something."
Yeah, it's like, "Why are you messing with me?"
Or you get the political things. You need to call me, sir. Or ma'am,
when the right thing to do would be to just cooperate. That way he can go about his job and get somebody that's what I'm saying.
Right. If you're not doing anything wrong, they can't just pull you over.
Well, you shouldn't be doing multiple things wrong. If you're usually only doing one thing wrong, then you can't really get in trouble.
Right.
That's when you're breaking the law.
I've had a bunch of speeding tickets in my life. And, the cop pulls you over. You're speeding. Simple as that.
Well, this is the way I look at it.
So they give you a ticket.
If I've had if I have 3 beers, I definitely stand at the speed limit. If I'm going to speed, I'm definitely not going to drink. You see, you don't break the law and break the law.
Right.
People going down the road, freaking drunk as hell, speeding, smoking fucking weed.
Oh yeah, people.
Dude, I got why do you think you're getting fucking arrested? You know what I mean?
I'm driving, and you're like, someone's smoking.
If the cop looks
smoking weed.
Yeah, if the cop looks in there and you got one fucking beer crack, he's gonna be like, okay, I can handle that maybe, but you got a fucking 12-pack on the ground and you got weed spread all over the place.
Drinking and driving's a bad news.
But you know what I mean, right?
Anymore. I know. You don't just
I've seen a lot of people that are on the way home. They'll just pop a bear, and it's 10 minutes home. They'll have a little beer.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
Arizona iced tea.
Yeah.
I wish this thing focused better.
What do you? Oh, hey, did you see what's his name shoot in on me? Did he go vertical for a second, like Superman? Jason.
Who? Jason?
Not
the
Jason.
professor? No.
No, not.
Oh,
Jason.
the big Jason?
No.
The judo guy.
The bigger.
We're switching topics. We're going to jiu-jitsu.
Talking about jiu-jitsu class today.
Jiu-jitsu. It just happens.
Ryan, big Ryan.
Big Ryan, the tall.
Yeah, did you see him shoot in on me?
No.
Oh man, somebody said something like, "Don't show up," but when he shot at me, I grabbed him.
Right.
And he was like he was Superman for a second. I held his body straight out.
Oh shit!
That was
nice.
funny. And he's like, he's stuck. We didn't hurt each other.
Right.
But I held him there, and Jason goes, "That's what happens when you miss 4 days." Because he's like, "What the hell?" He's like,
"Got him."
Yeah. I'm holding him like this, and I'm like, "Oh, what do I do?"
Yeah.
But I told you, he's just went in for the shot, and I didn't hurt him. But I'm like, he's almost like Superman vertical, and I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" I had him supported like that, kind of like diagonal in the air. I think.
Yep. So one of our jiu-jitsu buddies, his name's Ryan. And he missed
good.
4 days.
Yeah,
he's really good. He's a blue belt.
Yeah.
And I guess he was he's buying a house. He bought a house and he was dealing with a lot of family issues or something. But he missed 4 days and Professor was giving all kinds of crap about it. It was awesome. He
missed 1 day.
He's like, what's your name again, sir? I'm Professor Jason. And he's wants to shake his hand. So he's like, yeah, just. And we lined up and everything. Right?
I'll mess with the camera. What happened? What were you talking about? I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, I was Professor Jason was joking with him. Right? We were lined up, and he's like, "Sir, it's shoulder to shoulder." He's just fucking with Ryan because he hasn't been there in 4 days.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Way over there.
Yeah.
What do you call it? I don't want to go to that. If they have a bachelor party, I won't even go to bachelor parties. They're ridiculous.
Why is that?
I'd rather play video games. It's stupid. Dude, if you turn on the lights for most of those girls, they freaking smell and they look really freaking nasty. If anybody's going to degrade themselves to dancing in front of people in the dark while they're freaking drunk, man, I don't think I want to be around them.
Right. Well, it's like they don't have any skills. They're probably older or something, and they've kind of went down their pinnacle. So they're probably past 30, have no skills, you know, and that's the only kind of thing that they're either accustomed to, what they grown into. I mean,
why does it do that?
I don't know.
Well, you know, the thing that it's like, why I could see why people do it, but like, it's not for me. You know, I'm just saying it might be for other people.
Right. Well, yeah. I'm looking at it from the woman's aspect, right?
The woman's aspect, I would do it if I was a woman. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't. Like,
if I didn't give a shit about myself.
Right. Well, wouldn't you want to better yourself? Like, instead of...
Okay, I would do it like this. If I wanted to go to school, to college, and I didn't have to have sex with nobody, then I would do it. But you know you're going to be put in a situation one day when some guy's got a lot of money and shit, and you know what I mean, or gives you drugs. So you'd have to have really good morals.
Yeah. Well,
and I don't want to put myself in that situation, so I'm just going to stay out. I won't think I'd do that.
Oh, well, here's a perfect segue to what I was talking about, the MGTOW and true force loneliness. So,
yeah, I needed to talk about it.
Yeah, so MGTOW was like men that can get women that choose not to because they realize that women, this is their ideology, that women use men for their resources, their time, and just kind of leech off of men.
I don't have a problem with that.
And then, well, a lot of men do.
If the girl looks like freaking, what do you call it? That one chick, I can't think of her name, but the one that plays Emma Frost in the new X-Men. Eve something.
I mean, yeah, shit. You know,
she's so hot.
You know who's hot? You know the Avengers chick? Was it the martial artist chick?
Yeah, Black Widow.
Black Widow. She's...
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
She's really hot.
What's up, Scarlett?
I like Jennifer Love Hewitt. She's really hot, too.
Yeah. So back to the MGTOW. And then, so that's
Emily Shue is hot.
Oh.
She's older. Emily Shue, Adventures in Babysitting. Yeah, she's too old for you. She's like 45 or something.
So MGTOW is like men that can get women but choose not to. And true force loneliness is like men that have some situation, either they're disabled or they're ugly or homeless or something, and they can't get women, that they want women, but they're unable to get a woman.
Yeah.
So those are like the kind of two ideologies that I've seen on YouTube. I was kind of just researching into it, and I just wanted to like share that with Scott here and you guys. It was kind of weird because, you know, some of the things I agree with. I mean, I'll tell my stories, and I hear go into it.
I hear totally what you say about both sides, but how are they related? I'm kind of lost.
It's
because
there's
men
so
many
away from women. That's
there's so many. There's so many
related.
women that are materialistic,
right?
And that doesn't last. We all know that. Everything changes. That's the only thing that's inevitable is change.
Well, they're trying to.
And there's a lot of men that would take care of women. And if there was no such thing as light, we would all we would all be the fucking same pretty much, except for feelings. So you guys are really fucking shallow when you go over.
Ghouls in the dark, right?
Do you know how fucking shallow people are, dude? If we couldn't see each other, and you know people hook up to fucking lugs, give me a fucking break, man. But anyways, what was the fucking point? So there's lots of men that can take care of those fucking women, but they'd rather be with fucking hot guys that.
Well, it's like the top like 10% of men that are attractive, physically fit, financially stable.
Those men are looking for the same thing in their opposite, pretty much too. They don't want to. Yeah.
The thing is, you got probably 80+% of women that are looking for the top 5-10% of men.
Is that how many now?
Because the majority of women, and now the culture is going, to the curvy women. Now the curvy women, like the society's trying to make them look more appealing. This is all according to YouTube and
I believe you.
Opinion.
It's probably all the Kim Kardashian crap that everybody watches.
So they're trying to drive up women's value. That's what they're stating they're trying
That's
to drive
probably
up
the part of the
women's
women's agenda now too, for equal rights and stuff. Now they can be like super rich hotties.
Yeah.
That's their category. They can be like, you know, everybody's identified of different, you know, whatever, like, you know, male, female.
Yeah. So I mean,
Well, you know what that really affects though.
What?
All right, so me and you are equal, right?
Right.
So a woman's equal as us, right?
Yeah.
So this hot girl, this is just to give you an example. This hot chick, you know, I'm gonna say she's hot. She comes up, and me and my brother was working at the hospital at the time. He worked a 10-hour shift, and he wanted to go for the tanning bed. So this hot young girl, she was probably like 18 or 19, comes up, and she wanted to go to the tanning bed in front of my brother, who's been waiting for 15 minutes to go home, so he can go to bed to go to work the next day.
Right.
This girl's listening to her earphones over there. She's doing some stupid exercise because, you know, of course, you know, it's hot chicks in the gym. They wear that shit, so you know.
Right.
So then she comes over, and it's because me and my brother don't let her go first. She gives us the and throws her hair back. And I was about to say, bitch. I was like, all you got is looks, and that ain't gonna happen. You know, this was
30. They drop off a cliff.
And this was like 5 years ago. She's probably selling tricks on 19 right now, and she's acting like that. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, and she's young. You said she's like 18.
I don't know. I say that because I think everybody that's under 30 is young. She's probably like 30, 24.
Well, I mean, you gotta think women have like a short time span, right? Was it like 35 after 35 for childbirth?
No, it's if you look at the way women. Remember, I was telling you a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Men are more attractive when they're like 25 to 34 because a lot of them don't live that long anyways because they're dumb. And women's attractiveness only lasts from 18 to 25, and pretty much it's all downhill from there.
Yeah, well, I think definitely. I'm
because the alcohol's already doing a toll on their body with about 25 because they start drinking earlier.
There's age
so all you
expectancy less for men for sure. That's proven. But yeah, women,
the smarter guys live longer.
Hit a wall at 30. They kind of decline sharply after 30, and then 35. After that, it's for pregnancy. There becomes a lot of complications in that.
If you're 39 like me and you're still single, that means there's something wrong with you. Because there's something wrong with me. That's why I'm still single. I can't even put up myself hardly. So if there was a girl, if I was involved with a girl, I would probably drive me insane. I really couldn't handle it.
But dude,
I've had multiple. I've had like over a lot of relationships, and it's just.
But here's the thing. Here's the good thing. You don't need a relationship right now. You're focusing on you to better yourself, mentally and physically.
Yeah, I think I've passed that plateau too, because I'm like 39.
But I mean, you're still trying to improve yourself.
And plus, I've like been almost married because I've lived with people for a while. Mm-hmm. You know, girlfriends. Because that's the thing. If you live with someone, you know whether or not you can marry them or not. And if you live with someone for like 2 or 3 weeks, man, oh god, I can't stand.
Oh god, it's horrible. Yeah, it's different living with someone for sure.
Especially when the girl can fucking cry on cue and she does that shit to try to control you. So if you hear me, man, and you got a girlfriend that does that shit, dump her really quick because it only gets worse. If she can cry just like that to fucking control you, then it's just gonna get worse.
Yeah, I've been in relationships.
And don't let girls hit you.
Happening.
Don't let girls hit you because that's another thing that just goes wrong because they'll hit you harder more and more.
Yep.
If you just act like it doesn't hurt. I'm trying to think of the other ones.
They try and control you.
You can't meet a nice
everything.
girl at a bar either. I mean, because they got a drinking problem automatically. That's why they're at the bar.
Right. So then where would you
don't want to date smoker? You can't meet them anywhere. I mean, that's.
I would choose like meeting girls that my friends know or something.
Like you can't. Your
network of friends.
You can't even approach a girl and talk to them really unless you're really smooth. And who wants to try to be smooth? Because then they think you're a fucking player. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's fucking.
That's what girls want nowadays. They want this like slick.
But then
oily, greased up.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Thing.
If you think you're a player, you're full of shit because you don't got the money to back it up. Because real players, they got the money to back it up. Don't fucking talk shit. And it's true. You want to know? It's fucking true. You can ask anybody. Even I hope somebody watches this video and replies to it because all my friends out there know it's the truth.
So I was making like $83K. Yeah, and I had money, but. Just women would just drain the fucking money out of me. I had beautiful women, nice cars,
if I had that money,
all kinds of stuff, and my money was just going to the women that were accompanying me, just going, and I was like, what am I doing here? What is happening?
Were you having fun though? That's what a lot of people are like. Always I'm having fun.
I was having fun initially, but then as things progress,
gets old, doesn't it?
It does get old, and it builds up. It builds up on itself. It's not. It's like at first it's a little, and then the mountain comes. It's like, oh well, buy me a motorcycle. Like what? Whoa,
that is crazy.
Like it started from a dinner to a motorcycle. Like
how long of a relationship were going before the motorcycle came up?
I don't know, like a month.
I would be like, well, you're not getting a fucking engagement ring.
Oh yeah, and I've been engaged a few times. Yep. It's like straight to marriage. Oh, you have a good career. Oh, you're decent looking. Oh, you look good. You know, boom, straight to marriage.
Yep. And then it's like, I don't even know if they have values anymore because I'm Christian, but, you know, they probably try to cheat on you all the time, something too.
Uh-huh.
So then you got to worry about that shit. I mean, who wants to have a girl that cheats on him, you know? I mean,
well, and that's part of one of the MGTOW things that they were talking about, where they call them like dick hopping, like they just go from guy to guy to guy.
That is
because they look
disgusting.
for something better. They always look for something better. Like, oh, I'm with you for
that,
now, and
that's,
then
that's an idea that never worked out ever, did it? They always look for something better.
It's always looking for something better.
There's an old saying, the grass is always greener on the other side, right?
Yeah.
It's never going to get better. You probably had better the first time, and you're never going to get better, right?
Yeah.
That's usually how it works. So, and what does better mean, anyway?
It's initial better. In a woman's perspective,
let's break this down. Let's break it down.
Okay,
they're looking for an experience that's going to blow their mind from the last one.
No.
And it's not going to happen because think about it.
They're not looking for that. They're looking for a better situation for themselves. They're looking for a better resources.
So that's what they call them?
Money, a house, a financial stable partner that can take care of their needs and their whims. That's what they're looking for. That's their better. So that's why they go around. They're trying to, oh, hey, what can you provide me? What can you provide me? And that's one of the aspects of MGTOW I believe is to be true because of my own experiences in that situation. Where most, like 3 girls have cheated on me. They break up with me, and then 2 days later they're with another guy. It's like, okay, you were cheating on me, So it's one of those things like, oh, hey, you're not giving me X now. Oh, I'll go to this other dude that's giving me that. No problem. So it's frustrating from a man's perspective. You're trying to provide for yourself. You're trying to live and nurture yourself, and bringing in a companion to bring up together. And men want a partner equal level that will help each other grow as a family together.
How it's defined in the Bible.
Yeah,
marriage.
How it's defined. And women, their mindsets are completely different from that.
It's not as the same as it's defined. Marriage is not defined in the same.
There may be, a percentage of women that do believe in that, but the majority.
If there is, I would like to hear them comment on the video. Because I doubt that anybody that has that kind of knowledge is going to watch this fucking video.
If maybe if you have a unicorn woman that treats
if you're involved, just let us know. We're not trying to hit on you. Just let us know if there's a. I don't think there's many.
Well, a girl, guy, if you have a wife,
and if you're one of my friends and you text that back to me, I'm going to know if you're lying or not. If all the girls do, seriously. Because I know how you are.
Jiu-Jitsu move, dude.
No, because all the girls that I know that I'm friends with, you all know that I know you. So I want to get your opinion, but I don't think anybody's going to watch this.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We're just doing this.
What's going to happen is we're going to get a $500 gift card, and we're going to go back and say you got to watch all the videos and find the clue. And then after they watch all of them, they can get the gift card once you get some money.
We're going to have encoded secrets
so
in here.
This is part of it. We haven't got the gift card yet, but on our 7th video or something, or our 8th video, whenever we get the money, you got to go back and watch all these freaking videos from the start, and you'll know which the keyword is. Desert message us to get the free.
I like the eyebrow raise, dude. It's like The Rock.
Yep, so we're not telling you the secret yet. So, but there's something that's going to be dropped, and it's going to be from the first video we made in front of the dojo through. This is the third now.
Third one, yep.
So it could be in the second one, this one. It could be in the next one. We just got to watch, but it will pay off. Yep.
It does, dude.